Hello everybody and welcome to this week's game devlog on Negative World, the game where jumps are limited. World 4 is almost prototypable, game feel is getting there, and some long overdue polish. Let's get into it. First of the World 4 levels, 4-1 is meant to introduce the lightning in a simple, easy, hard to miss kind of way. Much like how level 1-1 is in Super Mario Bros. Jumping through the conductors to get to the goal. Simple. 4-2 takes it a step further by using steps and a falling spike. 4-3 mixes the lightning with some switch platforms, while the lightning has a distinct pattern instead of hitting the same rod over and over again. 4-4 mixes the pattern by having the lightning closing in on itself and then eventually going back again like clockwork. 4-5 has the player climbing up, values for the switch platforms still need to be tested and finalized. 4-6 adds the gate to the mix, so the player will need to dodge the lightning and get some coins, or keys, to open the gate. 4-7 adds a cube with a rod on it, so the player needs to move it in order to get the keys and coins to open the gate so they can get another cube and climb up that to get to the goal. 4-8 and 4-9 still need to be made, but I've started on 4-10, which is meant to test the player on everything they've learned up to this point in the whole game. More polish and prototyping in the next few days to come. On to the polish list. Aside from the levels, I've mostly worked on how the lightning and rain work. I've added some alpha fade on the white texture to really sell that flash, and added a camera shake, a feature any game isn't complete without, right? Before the rain was two particle emitters where the splashing would activate before the rain would quote-unquote hit the ground. Then I discovered some emitters and collision on the particle systems, so it's all good now. And some smaller polish like finally replacing the spikes in World 1 with broken glass, getting the numbers above the player's head to change color when they're in front of a tree, and some under the hood stuff like not being able to reset the level once you finish the level. I'm thinking of changing how the lightning works. Right now it strikes every time you jump, which can lead to some infuriating and or confusing moments since it's instantaneous. Thinking of changing it to strike every X amount of seconds or so and have the player plan their moves while studying the pattern before jumping. Before finishing this log though, I wanted to highlight some possible upcoming features. After rewatching Super Bunny Hop's video on game length, I've been thinking of ways to extend the playtime of the game aside from the planned inverse levels, which are harder versions of a level you've collected all the coins in, where the player starts at the end and makes their way back to the beginning with some maybe fewer jumps and more harder obstacles. The feature I've been thinking of is some kind of hardcore mode, working title, where the player tries to get as far as they can without resetting the level. For example, you start from 1-1 and 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, and it goes up from there. And it's not separated by the overworld or worlds in general. It's just one continuous path with varying difficulties, easy being the regular levels, 2 being the inverse levels, and the hardest being all 80 of them at once. Let me know what you guys think. That'll be it for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback. Take care of yourselves and have a good week.